Somebody who had a lot of stuff repossessed. The one thing that can never be repossessed is your vision. The one thing they can never foreclose on is your vision. The one thing they can never kick you out of is your vision. The one thing they can never deny you from is your vision. If you retain your vision through everything you go through, there is absolutely nothing that is impossible. Vision is that invisible element that drives your life. Vision is the only thing that will keep your head together when everything else is falling apart. So much so that one of the wisest writers noted in the Bible was King Solomon, king of Israel. He wrote in Proverbs 29 and verse number 18, where there is no vision, or without a vision, the people perish. And that's what I want to share with you today. I want to talk about having a vision and not letting it perish. Vision is born out of our environment. We all come from different types of environments. Our environment begins to shape our expectations. Once an expectation is shaped, we have an experience. So we have an environment that creates an expectation, that creates an experience. That experience you have produces what's called a belief system, or a person's BS. And you know we all have some BS with us. But your belief system is actually your vision. It's how you see. That's why you can sit right next to someone else and wear the same color stockings, the same color shoes, went to the same school as them, but your outlook on life is different. Why? Because your experience produced a different expectation, which produced a different belief system for you. So if you really want to change your vision, you have to start with your environment. I'm going to say that again just so it can marinate. If you want to change your outcome, you have to change your environment. Have you ever heard that phrase, that birds of a feather? Okay, you've heard that. I read a story, I read a study in Harvard Medical Journal that they followed cliques of people, of about 15 to 18 people, over a span of 20 years. After 20 years of following these cliques or these communities of small pockets of people, they found out that they all weighed within 10 pounds of each other. They all made within $5,000 of each other, whether for good or for bad. Which means if you're really trying to eat healthier, the worst thing you can do is hang out with somebody that only wants to eat at McDonald's. Come on, somebody. Yeah. If you're trying to go to school, you need to be around people that are doing what? Going to school. Why? Because when it gets tough and you need an excuse, and we all have excuses. When you need an excuse, you need to be in a circle and an environment of friends that say, you know what, no, we're not accepting that as an answer. We have to go to school. Because you can make excuses or you can make history, but you cannot make both. Yeah. Let me say that again. You can make excuses or you can make history, but you cannot. It is impossible to make both. Now, there are three elements. There are three foundational elements that go into vision. The first one is understanding that vision establishes who you are, not just who you become. Vision establishes who you are, not just who you become. Which means you can't afford to wait to get where you're going to get your act together. When you have vision, it starts working on you now. And in fact, you know you have real vision when people start saying stuff to you like, you tripping. You know what, you changed. You ain't the same person. Exactly. When somebody complains to you that they're angry because you're not the same person, that's a reason for you to kick them out of your life, because that means they're not ready to make the transition with you to where you're about to go. Because long before you get where you're going, you get where you're going. Yeah. Did you hear what I'm saying? Long before you walk into that new job, your mindset changes on your old job. And you start dressing in the direction you're going. You start acting in the direction you're going. And your behavior creates an environment for you to have something better. Number two, vision.